revolution will not be televised. That was about the fact that the first change that takes place is in your mind. You have to change your mind before you change the way you live and the way you move.
My name is Tone Butta. I am a visual artist / social worker. So I grew up in Cambridge Heights, New York. It's part of Jamaica, Queens. For a long time, I loved it out there. I mean, 231st was a fun time. Yeah. So my mom and dad, they kind of let you do everything. My mom and dad hustlers too. So they sold paintings and whatever they can get their hands on. They had little businesses here and there. I was on Jamaica Ave all the time. At the movie theaters, going down the Coliseum block, you just kind of see graffiti everywhere. And even when I would go down, I'll be in Hollis a lot, Hollis, Queens. You see graffiti, Run DMC stuff. You would see just portraits and paintings and murals everywhere. Somebody doing a tag somewhere on the train, going to the garden, go watch the Knicks play, something like that. I always see tags and all that. So I always was everybody's oh, that's vandalism. That shit fire, yo. That's dope. He got his name all the way up there. I wonder what he had to do to get it up there. So I don't know. I was always mesmerized by just the flow of street art and graffiti in New York. And then once I started tapping into it and just doing it, it felt really good. It felt normal and natural to make art that way. My family just always had my back, right? My mom would say, "Hey, baby, you got it." Or my dad would "Yo, I like that piece," and just keep pushing me. My family members used to always buy the bracelets every 4th of July or Father's Day barbecue. I'm getting a sale or something like that, $5, $10 here. They were "Yo, you got something here, just keep pushing." So I went from New York to Connecticut and went to college where I met my wife. I crossed 2 weeks into my fraternity, the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, right before Centennial. Came down, had the time of my life, and I was I'm not staying in Connecticut, no offense to my people though, but I'm gone. And so as soon as I got my first shot, I started applying to jobs. And I moved down here making $14K and lived in a house with 4 or 5 other people I didn't know. Real MTV, real world, all the things that could happen was happening. I just was yeah, we gonna just make the move, we here. So I lived in Greenbelt, Hyattsville, by PG Mall and stuff like that. So I've been up and down PG County the whole time I've been here. Last about 13 years now. So it's been pretty cool. I do like it. I like it a lot in the area. I find it to be home. I've entrenched myself within the community, so it's kind of hard to kind of disassociate. I need to be with the people that I've served while I've been down here. The job I got when I first moved down here was a mentor / tutor role. So I was a core member for AmeriCorps, and then from there transitioned to a behavior tech. Because the school I worked at, we had a lot of students who were 20 years old, and a good amount, a lot of 18, 19, 20-year-old students. I'm 22, 23. We all the same age, right? We all would have been in high school together. So I couldn't take that path of I'm big, you're small, I'm smart, you're dumb, I'm the adult, shut up and listen. I had to really get to know the community. I learned Spanish one year because I was the dean of the International Academy. So it was kind of cool. I just really engaged the community, and in that, and being around the playful experience and nature of the students, I just wanted to get back into art. So I would paint sneakers and I painted my truck, my first car. Just did a lot of stuff just with paint. And I was I'm gonna figure this out, and just kept going. So I was making art 2013, 2014. I was painting my sneakers, but I wouldn't do it for anybody. And then 2015 into 2016, when my daughter was born, my oldest, my wife was "Yo, why don't you just paint sneakers for people?" I was I don't know, I don't feel comfortable doing that. And she was "Nah, go do it." So I'll be in the living room, we in the 1-bedroom with a dining room, we in the cut, everybody tight. And I'm painting, and I'm friends and family "Yo, I want a custom pair. Oh, I see you getting better. I want a custom pair. So that journey was a really fun start. And then I realized folks didn't want to pay $300 for the shoes. then pay another $300 to get their sneakers painted, like a lot of like customers like I was really engaging with. So I switched to canvas. I switched to canvas and started painting like cartoon characters and stuff like that. Did like the whole pour paint thing during the pandemic. I was like, yeah, sales and whatnot, and just kept pivoting until I figured out something. And then that's when I found an old notebook. It was my geo character, like the character with the geo eyes. I was like, I could draw better now, and I just started drawing and drawing and drawing, and it got better, and just the story just blossomed from there. So in 2023, I think it was February, the Black Boy Art Show. I had seen the show a lot. It was Pancakes and Blues, the Black Boy Art Show, all over Instagram. But Black Boy Art Show was only in Atlanta. So they're like, oh, we're gonna start doing this countrywide tour. Let's go to DC. So I was like, I bet I'm gonna apply. I don't know if I'm gonna get in. My artwork is kind of all over the place. My style is all over the place. A lot of it's like cartoony and just like fan art of like the stuff I watch. And then my daughter was watching. So I got in. It was Karma. It was tight. We like squeezed together. I sold actually more art than I've ever sold in my life that day. And I was like, yo, I didn't realize this is possible, because it was the first time I decided, yo, I'm gonna go out and try to sell some art, because it's hard online. You gotta find the people, you gotta find like the crowd. Your crowd has to find you, and you gotta be consistent. And I had my daughter was 8 years old, and she was just like, Daddy, what's up? I was busy. I'm busy with my kid and my wife. Like, I wasn't focused on my social media I don't want to say I am that now, but yeah, I wasn't focused, and so I decided to go out, and I was like, let me try. And then when I got in, it was a good experience. It kind of opened my eyes to what's possible, more than like the amount I sold. Like, I sold like a decent amount, but what can happen, you never know until you see it happen in front of you. In February of this year, I sold the most I've ever sold. I sold out of 70 of my collectibles, my small ones, and I sold like 3 of my bigger collectibles, which is pretty dope. It was the most I've ever sold in one day. So when I left, I was exhausted, but I looked at my wife and I looked at my mentee. I said, y'all, hey, what y'all want to eat? So yeah, like it was a really good day. I've realized the highs and the lows happen, but you just gotta keep digging, keep your head down, and keep pivoting when you see an obstacle, because there's something that's right there. I would say like I'm a pop art, street graffiti artist who just makes whatever he wants. Like, I feel like I'm a creator. I don't feel like I just make stuff, right? So I love colors. So my color palette is like berry pink, oasis blue, like yellow, like golden yellow, purple, orange, white, black, right? It's like, that's my color palette. It's really inspired by when I took a trip to Colombia in the favelas. I went to the favelas, and the artwork is, oh my God, Medellin is beautiful. And so those colors like really inspire me. So I use a lot of bright artwork to create like a cathartic feeling. So when somebody walk up like, oh my God, like, I really like this. I want them to have the same experience I have as I'm making it. So a lot of my artwork is just, I feel is playful. It's got a movement, it's got a flow to it. It doesn't feel still. It feels like things are just kind of happening all over the place, but they all like coincide, like kind of like a city block. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're in the middle of Times Square and it's just people moving, but it's a beautiful scene at the same time.
What is your why for creating? Why do you do it?
My mental health. Like, I realize I'm tactile, and the profession I've taken up doesn't allow me to be as tactile as I would like. So I love to like make and build things. I love to grab and touch. I don't even like drawing on my iPad too much outside of sculpting, because I need to feel like the rubber from the pencil eraser on my hands. I need my hands to get dirty, paint on all of them. Like, I don't know, I like that feeling. It feels like I'm like in tune and we are one with the art. So it's just, I don't know. I just love to be in that moment, and then it also just helps me calms me down. I listen to Luther Vandross or the Whispers or something, and we locked in. I low key, like, I ain't tear up, but I was like, I sat in the car. You know when Will Smith got the job in Pursuit of Happiness, I said, really, come the fuck to I was going crazy. I was mad hype. I put a lot. My family came through. They saw it. My daughters and my wife helped me kind of figure out a vibe for myself that matches who I am. But yeah, it was just like a really cathartic feeling. Like this could be something that we can do full time. You know what I mean? This was like the one thing I was like, you know what? I can do this. If I can get this off, we can do this all day, right? And then you could be back with your family during the afternoons and give your time back to the people that need it. You know what I mean? One is for my daughter to see that she can do it too. Like, I don't want her to ever feel limited or scared to do stuff. Like, just go do it. Like, the worst that can happen is fail. But who wants to be 80 years old and be like, oh, dang, I wish you know what I mean? I wish I would have did it. I don't want to be 80 and have that feeling. So I don't want her to feel that way either. Like, just jump out and go do your thing. And daddy's always there to catch you. So, like, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Second thing is, I want to be a staple in the community. Trying to find a way where the community knows, yo, the kitchen is a spot to stop at, or I want to go get some limited edition collectibles that I seen Butta make. He can go to the spot and just have classes, birthday parties, just a community, like a communal experience for the community. So just trying to navigate what that looks and feels like within like my own capacity at the moment. One of the things that I'm planning on doing is making this space available for like classes, teaching kids how to do like characters and create their own characters and storylines, and eventually like work with them in drawing and helping them 3D sculpt to make and I 3D print their whole toy. And so they walk out the class 5 to 6 weeks later with the opportunity, like with their own actual toy from that they made themselves, which I think is gonna be pretty cool. So I want to do it for like adults and kids, and then also make this into like a dope retail space. People come in, enjoy just being here, knowing that like I'm multifaceted. I'm not a monolith. So I do kind of everything. So I like anime. I love sports. I love shoes and clothes. I love toys. Like I love a little, you know what I mean? I'm kind of all over the place, and I love music. So just making sure like people can feel like there's a part of them that's represented, and then they can come and enjoy and just kind of chill out, hang out, and just be. The importance of community is we need each other. Like I'm a big component, like no one is better than anybody. That's the whole point of my story, right? Like gentrification to me is asinine. How do you think anybody's better? Why should the community look better and cost more and drive the people out? It can look nice with the people that are already there, right? So I'm big on making sure like we all know no one's better. Like we all just have a different role we play, and we can't grow and be our best selves by ourselves, right? Isolation feels good when we are scared and hurt, but the power of community is too powerful for us to just give up. My story is about a group of kids, right, who are fighting for their community. It's called Gio and Friends, growing up in the city, and it's gonna be a several chapter like graphic novel where I have 6 kids that use graffiti and street art to fight gentrification. I have, you know, everybody knows once Whole Foods kind of moves into your neighborhood, Target is kind of a wrap. So in the story, the name of the market is called Half Market. And so Half Market is their Whole Foods, and they tag and quote unquote vandal, not destroy, but like make it uncomfortable for the developers to keep the work going, just to kind of maintain the purity and like the sanctity of their community. Yeah, so the Black Genius Art Show is a super dope spot in Baltimore, right? Like Brian is a really cool dude. Whimsy Black Man is fire. I think it's super dope, but he's also like down to earth and like a real artist too at the same time. So I ended up getting the opportunity to have my solo show because I won 2nd place in a jury competition called Flowers. And so I had my character Liberation Man, and he won 2nd place. It was super dope. So I got my own show. And I wanted to do something super black, something in a time like a time of year that like really represent us and celebrate us. So I chose June for Juneteenth, and it's National Black Music Month too. So that's why I incorporated a playlist within my show, and I have two. It's called Black Liberation: Tale of Two Sides, where one side explores like Black joy, and the other side reflects Black resistance, right? And so both sides are needed in regard for our liberation in this country. So I wanted to create something that spoke to our experiences on both ends, and that's why I created The Stoop, right? I don't care if you grew up in the country, you grew up in the city, somebody had a house we all sat on growing up, right? So I think it was big for me I wanted to make it feel communal in that way as well. Like we all a group of people, we all friends, we might be different and have different ideas, but we still got to have each other's back. So I wanted to give that part of the unity, as well as like, oh yeah, we fight too, right? We're not going to just lay down and let you do whatever, right? We fight back too. The piece is called Guns N' Roses. It's a 4 by 5 foot canvas with a big rose on it, and it's spray foam. So I use spray foam to kind of represent like the grotesqueness of gun violence, right? It's still beautiful, like it's still a rose, but it's a lot of scarring in it as well. And I have like small blobs represent like keloids and how the scars like affect our skin as well. And so I have Ethernet cord hanging across it. It represents like kids playing video games, Xbox. I'm older, so Xbox 360 and the original like Xbox Classic and PS2. But then I have sneakers hanging down, represent like our loved ones who we lost, right? With a blue string, so it represents our tears, family members and friends who stayed, and then the shoes represent the life of our friends who passed. So that piece matters a lot to me. Like I worked in DC for 13 years. A lot of my students families have experienced gun violence. Family members growing up in New York have experienced that as well. So just wanted to shed a light on the effects it has on our community, no matter what, like what's going on, like it's still like prevalent, whether the rural, urban, suburban, like it happens kind of everywhere. So, you know, just want to shed a light on like the fight against it to stop the violence and come back to like that community. I'm a type B Virgo. So I'm like, we'll figure it out. But there's certain things like the Virgo side of me still comes out. It's like, hey, I need this to be like this, boom, 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 for me to like really feel comfortable with it. I need a level of structure. So I am very intentional. Every piece comes from something. Like my character Liberation Man, everybody's like, oh, it's TV Hitman. No. So there's a song called The Revolution Will Not Be Televised. And there's a partner song where he says, Roy Wilkins will walk through Watts in a red, black, and green jumpsuit that he has been saving for just this proper occasion. So the neighborhood park that I kind of grew up in was Roy Wilkins Park. And so I was like, who the hell is Roy Wilkins? I don't know what the hell this is. Like, I just know somebody that they named out the park after. And then so like my dad was really into like being black and black history and knowing who you are and understanding where you come from. So the more I learned about Roy Wilkins, my dad played The Revolution Will Not Be Televised all the time. I was like, I have to make a piece that connects my childhood to like the setting, to the morals and the values that I was taught as well. So I wanted to create, and my cousin was like, yo, cuz I want you to create this black ass piece for me. She had no idea what she wanted. I said, I bet. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. And that was the first piece I made of Liberation Man. When the people watch this, and I talk about my father, they know my dad likes to talk and tell stories, and it's rubbed off on me as I gotten older. So I love to just give like a story of why things are, or put things together, because sometimes it's like just throwing stuff up, it could look dope as hell, but if it don't mean nothing, how can I connect to it, right? So connection matters and is big for me. Like I gotta like, if I'm not vibing, I'm like, ooh, I get very much so quiet, or I just like tune people out. But I need to have a level of like trust and connection in any space to kind of move, or even just engage. So like I don't like to create pieces that don't build that connection between me and the viewer as well. This space for me was always the next step. I'm very like, I plan a lot even though everything is like, it feels loosey-goosey to everybody else, there's always that major plan, something that's like, I got something solid underneath this. And the next step was always to have a gallery, retail, whatever I wanted to create, but something that was mine, that I could show like my artwork, my weird self, and just build and just find my people. Like find the people who make like their own cartoons or they weird art. Like, yo, like let's hang out.
I like the dude that show gave you that comic.
Yo, like Logic is so fire. Like his work is absolutely amazing. It's super black too, which I love. Oh, I love it. Right? I do. It's so dope. I think Rembrandt and I think all those artists who like super hyper realism, photo frame artwork, I think they're talented as hell. I think they're like super like one of the most skillfully talented people in the world in like any profession. But for me, it feels boring. Like it's cool. Like I'm like, damn, you good at you like that, but I'm not. It feels boring to me. So I love creating pieces that are just like fun and colorful. I'm looking at you too right now, and like I'm looking at you like a cartoon. Like I can draw you like a cartoon right now. Like I love cartoons, so like everything kind of has like this loopy and flow to it. But I respect those artists, and I think they're super amazing. But I want to like create a world where folks can kind of look at their own, like create your own thing. Like your brain has its own way of viewing everything. Our perspective is all different. Like take your perspective and make something that like the world has never seen. It might feel like a lot of this copycat, but we all got a little bit in us to like, there's something that's weird about you. You're like, only I know about this and nobody else knows. But that weird thing might be the thing the world has never seen before, and it can be impactful. I have very lofty goals. Some I'm gonna keep to myself because I know I gotta meet them, and I don't want anyone's timeline to rush me in meeting those goals. But I do see myself making installations. I want to make installations. I want to make 6-7 foot statues and put them on, like do like a whole setup, fabrication and all that. I think it's like super cool. And my mom keeps looking at me like, boy, you got them degrees and you just want to make stuff. But that's where I see myself going. I see myself having like a fabrication studio and really like creating dope experiences for like all types of events, right? Big concerts, conferences, whatever, just making cool stuff for people. If you are not making it for you, then don't do it. Like if you genuinely enjoy it, and if you didn't get paid for it, would you still make it, or you still find a way to try to make it, then you are on the right path. Keep making it and don't stop. Like no matter how hard them days get, like I've been in places where I've made a good significant amount of money that could pay rent or a mortgage, and I've been in places where I've sold nothing, right? And it's been in the same month, right? So like recognizing it's not about everybody else. Like you don't create art just to kind of match what people like or what people want all the time. There's gonna be moments where it's tight and it's hard and you're not gonna want to do it, but just make it for yourself. And the people that want to see it, and as your skills grow, you're gonna meet the people you need to meet. But don't ever stop. Like, don't be a quitter. You don't see a lot of like black toy makers in spaces, and I think the influence we have on our youth is more impactful than we give it credit for. Especially like with my own daughter, like when she was 6 years old, we were making coffee tables. And she drew them out, she painted them herself, and then I taught her how to put the resin on after I cut it out, and she sanded it down and smoothed it. And like granted, does she make art every day? No, but she learns, she practices her drawing, she does whatever she can to like stay artistic. And I think that impact matters, right? Showing the next generation what is possible, because I've had several moments where young black boys walk up to me and is like, how'd you do this? Because I want to do this too. And it's like, you never know what can happen, what those moments can bring. And I'm probably, in my mind, it might be a blip in the moment, but it might be a super motivational for the next generation to create something that we've never seen before. So I think it's always impactful to like lift as you climb, bring the people along as you grow, and stay connected to your community. And I think the best way to do that is stay connected with the youth.